The question is, how many, what do you think the month countdown on this dude's lifespan is? I know what Ronnie John Jackson said about his, he'd live to be 200 if he doesn't eat junk food, but it's not the case. And his brain is on a hard melt. Really fucking bad. 16? Yeah. 16 is a good number. I agree. The question is, does Elon chip him, and do they pretend, or do they get a, that kind of stuff? But this is, by the way, I think this is Justin Trump has epic plan to take back colleges. This is apparently new, and sorry, real quick. There may be a nunt sighting in this. I apologize. Sorry, everybody, if you have to deal with a nunt. I'm Hal Sparks. I'm Hal Sparksing this entire Hal Sparks in fucking time, and I will try to distract you as much as I can. But it's going to get a little nunty around here, no question. Also, follow me on Blue Sky at halsparks.com. Okay.
Tuition costs at colleges and universities have been exploding. And I mean absolutely exploding.
Are they really? Do they come in a box and wrapped in nails? Like, totally exploding. They've been going up, and I've come up with a plan to forgive some of the debt that people have taken on while the prices went up, and you're getting less for what you're doing. Yeah.
While academics have been obsessed with indoctrinating America's youth, the time has come to reclaim our once great educational institutions.
Hang on. If the price is going up for indoctrination, aren't people getting what they pay for?
From the radical left, and we will do that. Our secret weapon will be the college accreditation system.
Yeah, asshole. Only one will be accredited. Trump University.
Called accreditation for a reason.
Yeah, yes, because it means accreditation, and it is how people get the credentials by which they are a functioning university, unlike Trump University, for example.
The accreditors are supposed to ensure that schools are not ripping off students and taxpayers, but they have failed totally. When I return to the White House, I will fire the radical left accreditors that have allowed our colleges to become dominated by Marxist maniacs and lunatics.
Yeah, you're not going to take away a whole college's fucking accreditation system because the English lit department has a bunch of fucking wannabe Hamas people going there, asshat. This is like 14 fucking people. You're going to attack the whole college? Yeah. Start with Harvard and Yale, motherfucker. First of all, everywhere fucking Matt Gaetz went and Rubio, fuck those dumps. Done. You can leave the Yale acting school because they've cranked out some pretty good people. But fuck them. Go ahead. Knock yourself out, asshole. It ain't going to do shit.
We will then accept applications for new accreditors who will impose real standards on colleges once again and once and for all.
Yeah, the 3 R's, read it and write and arithmetic.
These standards will include defending.
Also, why are there flecks of shit in is that kitty litter? That's kitty litter, isn't it? Yeah, I couldn't tell what it was in his hair. It might be blow.
The American tradition and Western civilization. Protecting free speech, eliminating wasteful administrative positions that...
How do you protect free speech if you're going to strip people's accreditation for what's being taught because you don't like it? Honestly, how is that not a violation of free speech? Shouldn't the school be able to teach whatever the fuck it wants as long as people keep showing up? As long as they're getting fucking diplomas and they can turn it into work, it's none of your fucking business. Honestly, isn't that a violation of free speech? Like that singularly? Because it seems like the only reason you're attacking these schools is because you don't like what like an eighth of the students do every 7 years.
Drive up costs incredibly. Removing all Marxist diversity, equity, and inclusion bureaucrats. offering options for accelerated and low-cost degrees.
Also, where? In the schools? You can't do it. They're private. You'll just drive the endowments up, you fucking weirdo.
Providing meaningful job placement and career services, and implementing college entrance and exit exams to prove that students are actually learning and getting their money's worth.
No, you don't. I'm sorry. You don't have the right to do that on a certain level. It's college. It's university. It's after high school, motherfucker. You're not paying for it. The accreditation isn't based on whether or not they get federal funds directly. There's a lot of other reasons. You can be a fully accredited school, but you don't get any money from the federal government. You're allowed to do that. And increasingly, a bunch of them will, as they tell you to go fucking pound sand. And the states make up for it because all the blue states are. You think fucking New Haven, Connecticut is going to let you collapse Yale, you dumbass? Fuck it. But I would like to say Wharton should be on the chopping block. They don't teach shit.
Furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in...
Oh, you mean like Liberty University? Ouch.
Explicit, unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their endowments taxed, but through budget reconciliation, I will advance a measure to have them fined up to the entire amount of their endowment.
You can't do that. Again, it's a violation of free speech. They can make their own decisions. If the fucking alumni and all, you can't wipe out their endowment through punitive fining. It's none of your fucking business. It's a private. Or it's not even like a lot of them are private universities. A bunch of them are state universities, you dumb motherfucker. The federal government has no oversight into what they do. They have national accreditation, but they'll give that to them anyways. What do you think they're going to take it away from Caltech because a bunch of people made some fucking spray painted signs? What the fuck? But this is all bullshit, by the way. Like, even the people who like him don't expect him to carry through with this. And even if he does, like, the lawsuits will just eat up their entire time. This is just goofy.
A portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitution for victims of these illegal and unjust policies.
What are you going to do? Pay dumb white kids who didn't get into school because a black kid that had the same test scores as them got picked because you kind of think they got picked because they were black instead of white, and you can prove that in a court of law, and you're going to hand over like illegally seized funds from accredited universities to randos who didn't make it into the school? What the dick?
Policies that hurt our country so badly. Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions.
So, let me get this straight. So, the HBCUs, which you specifically bragged about getting more money for them than ever, are specifically racially preferent. Like they are, the students are chosen through racial preference. You're just going to eliminate all that funding. So HBCUs funding gone. Because honest to God, that is right.
Going to get them for all.
Ooh, flagging. So I guess that's the HBCUs done and dusted. There you go. What the fuck? Seriously. And also I'm joking, kind of. But do you think Stephen Miller and the rest of these assholes wouldn't like to get rid of HBCUs because they do not think they would exist through merit alone? And they want to diversify HBCUs by forcing schools that go by racial preference directly to support like African Americans and black students all over the country, right? You don't think they would want to get rid of that? You don't think that's next on the fucking chopping block? They got rid of the ruling that schools could use racial, preferential treatment in certain areas because they want to balance out the people at their school or make sure that other people get a shot just because it's on a 1-to-1. They can make a racial choice on a jump ball, as it were, as far as grades go. They won that in the Supreme Court. Where do you think this is going? Do you think these guys, do you think Trump and his clan believe that HBCUs have a right to exist? And religious schools, absolutely. Liberty University is bigoted in their admissions. You have to be a Christian to go to that school. What the fuck is that? I expect a lawsuit on day one. I'm going to sign up for classes at Liberty University, and I should obviously night classes. What'd you think I meant? Come on now. But I expect to walk around campus wearing heavy metal clothing at all times. Yeah. Brigham Young, same way. Loyola, absolutely. Oh, Liberty isn't accredited? Well, I mean, yeah, they are, because they have a law school there. You can get your law degree going through there. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe you get instead of a diploma, you get a balloon. Who can say? But all this is just like fiction. It's fucking stupid. You'll be doing these streams in classroom for credit? Yes, I will consider doing the devil's work. And you can't have a God without a devil. I win. Somebody's got to be out there proving that sin is very, very real. So I will be doing my best to pull my own weight, as it were. Can I get you something? A balloon, maybe? Something doesn't look right. Here's the pump laser is down. I love you. I love you. Somebody out there knows the same movie lines that I do.
I was thinking of the immortal words of Socrates, who said,
all right. Anyways, this little clip was played on Dinesh D'Souza's channel. Huge news. Hashtag vindicating Trump. Again, I don't know how. Why would that be vindicating? Again, this goes to that whole thing about my buddy who went to that life-changing seminar, and I asked him how it was the day after he got back, and he said it changed my life, and I'm like, how do you know? It would only be vindicating if a decade from now they had gutted the educational system and everybody just got way smarter. It's weird. I mean, we all became flat earthers, but smarter, relative to, I don't know, a West Virginian who was denied oxygen in the womb. So you're watching Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide, the greatest live stream in the history of live streams. I'm Hal Sparks, the greatest Hal Sparks in the history of Hal Sparkses. Please, in your Hal Sparks in life, don't forget to hit the like and share the show.